Welcome, you peculiar people. Today I'll show you how to solve a 3x3 Rubik's Cube into 9-ish, probably, simple steps. First of all, step 1. If you look at this white piece here, it looks like it's in the correct position. It's lined up with a bunch of other white pieces. But in reality, this white and blue is the same piece, although it may not look like it at first. If you try and separate it, you can't, because they're literally connected to the same piece of plastic, or whatever material the cube's made out of. You can very easily fix this just by sliding over here, and now you can see the white part lines up and the blue part does as well. But that's very important for, because lots of people, solve the white face and they think, shoot something. But if pieces aren't positioned correct, the white pieces aren't positioned correctly relative to the other white pieces, then you're going to have to break the white face to position everything else right afterwards. So, first step, or second step I suppose, is create a cross of any colour. I'm going to go white here, why not? So start off with, got blue here lines up, red lines up, and green also lines up. So one more to go, which is orange in this case. Now you can see the white cross is completed. There also happens to be this corner done as well. Don't worry about that. Everything else lines up. So that's the first step. Next is to do the corner pieces. So what you want to do is get a piece of your colour of choosing into this bottom section here, right? And here I have a white piece. So this is a white, red, green corner piece. So I need to line it up with red and green. And do the following out. So algorithms, just the notation used. Front face is F, so this is F would be F, front face going clockwise, and F prime is anti-clockwise. Likewise, R is turn the right face clockwise, and R prime is anti-clockwise. Same thing applies for all the rest. So F for front, P for back, L for left, R for right. There's also U for up. It's not top, because then bottom would have to be a B as well, and that makes it hard to tell whether you're talking about back or bottom. Anyway, I'll leave the algorithms in the description if you want to just sort of try and memorise those. The first one's very simple, only 4 moves long. So you take the white piece you're looking for and slide it into place. The only problem is that moves this piece here away from where it's supposed to be. So what we want to do is slide this piece back, but quickly move the other white piece you just put into place out the way. Now you can put this into place, and that there. So now I've got the white cross, of course, and this corner piece is also in place like this. So for any other piece on the bottom, we've got another one. Nice. That's white, green, orange. So we'll look for green, orange, and again do the same algorithm. Right. Yeah. So that I've got white cross 2 corner pieces. So I've got white, blue, red on the bottom here. So that would be the same. And of course, if you have the white piece here, for example, rather than here, just do it the mirror image of what I'm doing. So here we don't have any white pieces on the bottom, so we look where the white piece is. It's here. Now if you have a white piece on the bottom, I'll show you what's in a sec, but so if it's here, right, and you want to rotate it, very simply do this and get it into the bottom layer, move it out of the way, then pull this piece back up. And now you can repeat the same as what you do normally. If you have a white piece on the bottom, however, something like this, Right. Then what we want to do is a bit more complicated, but line it up with. So what we want to do is pull it up. To be. Yeah. Wait. No. Okay. I'm going to put it up this way, so now it's at the back here. Oh, because it's still. Yeah. So it's on the bottom. No, you don't. You have. Oh, gosh, white piece on the bottom here. You want the white piece up here. You have it down here. So pull it back and slide it over. Position everything else right, and now it'll be in the bottom layer. Where is it? Here. Like so. We'll leave the algorithms in the description because I'm doing a terrible job at explaining this already. But once you've done that, you'll have the white face completed, and all the bottom layer here, as it's known, it's all completed as well. So you have these nice sort of upside down T shapes you want on every sort of layer. Next step is quite algorithm intensive, at least for the beginner method, and it involves getting the edge pieces correctly positioned. So find an edge piece on the top, and depending on what colour you have on the bottom, you don't want it to be the opposite. So the opposite of white is yellow. Just look whatever piece in the centre here, basically. So put your, whichever colour face you just completed, in this case white, put it on the bottom. See the centre piece here now, which is yellow. Look for edges which don't have yellow in them effectively. So there's one here, green, red. So what I'll do is, it's got red on top, right, and green sort of down sideways. So I'll line it up with green, so it makes a nice sort of long bar there. What I'll then do is slide it away from the red piece and do the following algorithm. Okay, and now, if you look, green-red should be positioned correctly. If it happens to be the other way around, so you've got blue-orange here, and blue's this side of orange, you slide it, that way instead, and then just repeat the algorithm, but mirrored, effectively. I keep doing it because I'm looking through the camera. Right, now white's still done, and blue orange is in position. So you've got blue orange lined up, green red lined up. We've only got two left to go. So let's like another example. Oh, come on. Yeah, hang on. Right, so blue reds. Oh gosh. Blue reds lining up. If you're wondering why I'm struggling so much, I'm looking at the screen to actually do them. Move the piece since it's reversed. Yeah. So, one last one, and then we'll move on to the top layer. So, green's this side, so we put orange, then slide it away from green, and then that way. And if you look now, if you ignore the top section here, everything's completed, including the white. So now we move on to the yellow layer, top layer, yellow face, whatever you want to call it. And this is one of the most algorithm intensive sections. So what we're looking for is hopefully you'll find a yellow cross on the top. That's very unlikely to happen. So what you do instead, there's three possible cases. Either you have, obviously if you don't have a cross, you have a yellow line going across the middle, a sort of L shape like this in one of the corners, or a different pattern of yellow pieces entirely. So I have, worst case scenario, a different pattern of yellows entirely. So what you do in this case is just the following algorithm. So kind of front face, right face, top or up, right, top, front. And now this leads up to the weird W pattern, but what we're looking for is this sort of L shape. Right, and you can see we've got that. So what we'll now do is position this in the top left corner. So the L's in the top left corner. And now, repeat the same steps. So front face, right, top, right, top, front. Oh, front. So now I've got a line of yellow pieces along the middle, and we just repeat the algorithm one more time. And I can see you've got a yellow cross like this. We also happen to have the corners correct as well, but that's just pure luck. So what I want to do now is look at this sort of section here, right? These parts here. We'll have the yellow cross, but like I mentioned in the beginning, it's not just having the yellow face completed, it's having these sections as well. So to position the yellows correctly, relative to each other, you see this yellow lines with this blue. If you can't find any of them line up, just shift the yellow face until one does. So the yellow lines, blue here. That makes sense. And here we also have yellow lines with the green. So what we're going to do is find one of the yellows that doesn't line up, like this orange. This doesn't line up with red. You're usually able to get at least two that line up correctly. If not, just repeat the algorithm another time. So, find one that's positioned incorrectly and do this algorithm. So, and now you should be able to find that if you do right, you've got after repeating the algorithm once, you might find that all the yellows line up correctly. So yellow lines up with green, yellow lines up with orange, but here the red and blue are swapped. So we do the algorithm one more time, and everything should be. What have I done? What have I done? What have I done? I'll be right back. In a second, hang on. Hang on. Sorry, yeah, so you'll find that. Sorry, I don't know what I did there. Two of them line up correctly. Two of them don't. You might find they all line up correctly, but if some of them don't, just do the algorithm one more time. And now the orange piece lines up with the orange face, the green piece lines up with the green face, the red piece lines up with the green, red piece lines up with the red face, and so does the blue. So now I've got those, but the corner's in the right position. So here they will happen to be positioned correctly, not oriented correctly, but in the right position. But if they don't, then do the following algorithm. So if one of the corner pieces, you'll usually find at least one corner piece is in the right position. This one right position. It's not necessarily oriented correctly, but it's the right colours in the right place. If that's not the case, then just repeat the algorithm one more time. But if it is, position it in the top right like this, and do the following. And what that does is it cycles 3 corners, it switches them with each other. So it goes, these go in like a cycle. This one moves here, this one moves here, and this one moves here. And what that will do is eventually, if you keep doing it, all the corners should line up correctly. So now they don't, because they were already correct before, but you get the point. So, put it in the top right, and do the algorithm. And then one more time. Now, all the pieces are positioned correctly. So now what I want to do is orient them. This can seem very tricky because if you mess up, it can mess the whole cube up. But if you make sure to do it, follow carefully, it should be fine. So, find a piece oriented incorrectly, put it in the top right corner. Now, just follow this algorithm. So, turn the right face, down. So go down, left, up, right, down, left, up, right. Now look, is this piece still incorrect? If so, then just repeat again. Down, left, up, right, down, left, up, right. So now this is oriented correctly. Then what we're going to do, take the top face and just shift it over. So a new incorrect piece in the top corner here. And repeat the algorithm. Down, left, up, right. Down, left, up, right. And check again, is this piece correct? See, it's not, so I'll repeat again. So down, left, up. Hold on. Did I get that right? No, I didn't. Sorry. Oh gosh. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. What have I done? Well. Oh god. I have no idea what I did. Well. Anyway, if you don't mess up like I did, keep doing the same thing. Going down, left, up, right. Make sure to repeat, down, left, up, right, before you actually check if it's in the top left corner. Don't do like down, left, up, and then see, oh, it's correct. So I'll move on to the next piece. You have to do the full 4-step process. But if you don't mess up, everything should line up at the end. You might have to do like one extra move, but that should be fairly self-explanatory. Just quickly try to get back to that place. So if that looked great, leave a like or something. I don't really care. But if it didn't, tough luck. No. So we're back to the same point-ish, I think. Almost. That's back to the same point. We need to orient this piece, so go down, left, up, right, down, down, left, up, right. And that's correct, so you slide in the next incorrect piece and go down, left, up, right, down, left, left, up, right, down, left, up, right, down, left, up, right. I messed up again. It's all doing it in a camera, okay? Just the mistakes I did. Down, left, up, right, down, left, up, right. Like that. Goodbye. Go and watch an actual